Hello community, I hope you are doing good. In this discussion we will see how to create a Gantt view, what is the purpose, and we will see the different tasks. In case you missed previous discussion about how to create a cohort view, please check, link is given in the description. And if you want to learn more about Odoo, you can visit the Weblands channel. In the playlist you can see Odoo development playlist, and here you can see different topics also available with different task cases. And apart from this, you can see Python related tips and editor level tips. If you need any help related Odoo, you can go to about page and you can shoot your query to this email address. Plus, if you can also support this channel using two ways: buy me coffee or PayPal, or using the join button. So let's back to our main topic, like how to create a Gantt view. So first thing is, Gantt view is very useful to see the progress or the schedule of the specific records. So that's the main purpose of this Gantt view, and you have to note down one thing, like Odoo, Gantt view is available from Odoo 13 onwards, and it's not available in the community version. So you have at least enterprise version to develop this type of views. So it's only available in the enterprise version. So let me create a new view, which is the Gantt view in the Odoo side. So let me go to in the editor, let me open the specific view, the enterprise related module. Like if you don't have enterprise module, don't worry, you don't need to install this one. You can also play with the community version also, but for this module you need at least enterprise module, otherwise it won't be work. So here let me go to in the views. So last time we already created the cohort view, right? If you don't know about this view, please check the previous link. And here I'm trying to create a simple Gantt view. So for that one, like I have to use record ID and the model. So model is always ir.ui.view, and here like student Gantt view, student Gantt view, and the field name is the name, model name is the model, and the name is the ARCH architecture, and the type is the XML. You can see this is the basic view here. You need to create like this, and then after you can start any of the view like tree view, form view, search view, form view, Kanban view, calendar view. So here we have to simply use the Gantt like this. Alright, and here we have to use, like we can use the name, and here the field name is the name field we will display. That's it. And here we need a start date and the end date. So for that, like Gantt view having two attributes we need to use here, like date underscore start and date underscore stop. These two attributes at least we need here, and here we have to provide start underscore date and end underscore date. These two fields already available in this module, you can see here. If you don't know about how to extend the current model, you can already check in our playlist, it's already available how to extend the model. Alright, and for the double confirmation you can go to in the student profile here. Here you can see the start date and the end date. Likewise all the student having a start date and the end date. Alright, now this is our simple view. Now we have to register this view in the Windows action. So for that one I already extended this Windows action like this. You can see like we created a many of the views here. Now let me add here between Kanban and the calendar, like simple I have to register like Gantt. That's it. But before I will upgrade this module, you can see here the manifest file, especially this depends. So in this depends we need also the Gantt view module, otherwise it won't be work. For that one we have to go to in the apps, we have to search like web_Gantt. You can see it's already available and it's installed, right? So let me upgrade one more time here, and meanwhile I'm going to here and I will add dependency like this, web_Gantt. That's it. Let me stop the service. Then after, let me remove this code because I'm upgrading the module directly once I will restart the service. So let me run as a simple Odoo. I'm going to again in apps, student. You can see here we have only two modules under the dependency, right? So we have to also update our module like this. You can see already we added the Gantt view as a dependency. So let me refresh the page. You can see it's available and the status is installed. So now I will try to upgrade the module from the front end side. So I think we have an error, model not found. Oh, so completely I forgot to add here chschool.student. So for which model we need to create a Gantt view, so this is the model name. So let me copy this one, paste here and restart the service, and one more time I will try to upgrade the module. So it's successfully upgraded. It means we don't have any issue and it's already added here. You can see this is the Gantt view. Similar icon like list view, but this is a thick icon here. Let me click here. You can see this is the Gantt view look like this. So let me add here one more field, which is the group by. Like let's say if I will add here group by as a school name, and I will apply. Now you can see like this school having here student. For this school having like 2 students. This IIT school having these 2 students, and it depends on the date and time like this. So for that one, let me go to in the editor like here. First thing is I will try to add here a default group by option to display that specific field. So group default underscore group underscore by, and simple I will use school underscore ID, and simple I will try to upgrade this module from here like this. If you don't know how to start, restart or configure Odoo in the PyCharm, please check in the editor level playlist, already explain everything. Let me start the service plus upgrade the module, and let me refresh the page. So you can see this is the view here like this. Now let me give you some introduction here for this front end part. So this is a group by. So group by option is mandatory here to display the records. So for which record you want to display. So for that, like I'm using for my report, like I will use here the school and how many student is available. You can see here like this. If it's conflict with the date, so you can see it automatically display one here and second here. If it's not conflict the date, it's showing like this in the one line. You can see like this, and the second is here. Now you can see here interval, I mean the date and time, like date related operations you can perform here. By default it's a month. If you want to switch to the year, you can go to like this. If you want to switch to the week wise, for the year wise you can see January, February, March. You can see like for this student like start date and the end date is 31st October to the 3rd November. And if you hover here, you can see this pop-up message. Like this is the record name is the Ramu as a student name, and the start and the stop date is display here. So likewise you can see it's also changed this one. Then after you can also change the week wise, you can change based on the day wise. So it's up to you, and based on your requirement you can use like this. Alright, now this is the navigation of the date. Like let's say it started as a week. If I want to see the previous week, I will click like this. It's showing me the previous week. I want to see the next week, I can see the next week like this way. But let me show you, like if I want to see the current one, I have to click to today, so it will comes to the current date like this. And like let's say if you want to create a new record, like create a new student profile, so you can click to here and it will open this form view directly, and you can also save the record. Plus you can also create record for the specific date only. Like let's say I want to create a record for this 24, so I will click here to this plus button, and you can see it will automatically add the 1124 and 1123 like this. Then after you can see this search icon, like whatever the record is display for the current date, it's display here. By default it's not available the record, so due to that, like it's display as a no record found. Now you can see here, once I will hover here, you can see this small pop-up, it's a tooltip. So this is the tooltip here to display this specific record information for this specific record. And yeah, if you click here, it will automatically open this form view in edit mode. So let's say if you want to change the student name here, you can write down anything and you can save, or you can, if you want to remove this record set, you can just click to this button, it will automatically delete this record. So let me discard here for the temporary. And yeah, this is the Gantt view. Now let's see some operations here, how to extend this Gantt view. So we will see this one now onwards. So first thing is, like in the Gantt view, you can see only these 3 attributes we already added, right? You can also add actually more attributes here. So for that, like if you want to use the, like let's say if you want to change the color of this line, it is also possible. So for that you can use here the color, and here we have to provide ID. So here when we use ID, it means it will automatically generate a unique color for the each and every record. So let me stop the service, then after upgrade the module and refresh the page. So you can see it will automatically generate a unique colors here, right? Like this. Like let's say if you want to drag and drop the record from here to here, it is also possible like this. Like let's say I want to see this record here, so it will automatically change the date also, the 2nd November to 20 November. Alright, and if I want to display here, or let's say display here, it is also possible. But like few records won't be drag and drop, such as this record, because this record, the starting date and the ending date is not available in this month in this screen. So due to that, like it's already logged that record, you can't drag and drop this one. So for that one, like you have to change the date manually here. Like let's say instead of this one, like I will add as a 3rd, and I will click like this, and now you can see it's automatically drag that record. So using like this drag and drop feature also available to adjust your record like this. Plus you can also extend like this. alright. But for this record disable because of the date, the starting date and the ending date is not in the current screen, alright. But here there is a one more case, like for the user you don't want to drag and drop this feature like this anywhere, then simple you can use here like disable drag drop equal to 1, and simple you can try to upgrade the module. Let me refresh the page. Now you can see it won't be drag and drop this feature anyhow. Now like let's say if you want to like hide this plus button, this search button, it is also possible. Like simple you have to use here plan equal to 0. So when you click to 0 it means it's disabled. Let me upgrade the module, refresh the page, and if I hover anywhere you can see that icon is not visible. Likewise, like let's say if you want to remove this delete button, it is also possible. So simple you have to use here delete equal to 0. Let me upgrade the module, going to in front end side. Once I click here you can see that delete option also not visible, alright. Now like let's say if you don't want to visible this plus icon also, this one, it is also possible. Like you have to use cell underscore create equal to 0. By default it's 1 always. But let me upgrade the module, refresh the page. Now you can see it's not visible. Plus like if you want to hide this add button, it is also possible. So simple you have to use here create equal to 0. That's it. And simple like upgrade the module and refresh the page. Alright, so it's automatically hide. Now let's say you want to also disable this edit option here, then simple you can use here edit equal to 0. Refresh the page. Now if I will click here, it's open in a read only mode, alright, and you have only close button, that's it. So now like we understood this one. What about like if you want to add here one more decoration based on the like specific condition, you want to add also small you want to add color, it is also possible. So for that one you have to use here decoration, and here we have to use bootstrap classes. So for that one like I will use the danger class when like stat equal to draft. Then after like I want to use like info when the stat is in the paid stat. Then after like progress I want to display here like let's say the success message I can use like this. And let me see if any other stats available. Draft done paid. Okay, so paid draft done. So for that one I want to see the warning message. So this is a decoration. Here we have to provide a different decoration name such as danger, like info, success, warning, and secondary. Like these 5 types of decoration you can use easily. So right now I'm using these 4 types of decorations here, and let me, and yeah, in the decoration, in the equal to sign, in double quote, you have to provide here some condition, plus this state should be available here, otherwise it won't be work. Now let me upgrade the module, refresh the page. Now you can see the color in the sidebar, you can see this decoration is available, correct? It's due to the decoration arguments here. Now let's say by default it's a month, right? If you want to change, like by default is a week, by default is a day or the year, it is also possible. So here, like you have to provide a default underscore scal, that's it. And here you can provide any of this option, like day, week, month, or the year. All right, so let me, so by default it's a month here, so let me add here the day. Let me upgrade the module, going to front end side and refresh the page. So before you refresh the page, you can see it's a year, right? Now I'm trying to refresh the page, it will display as a day, like this. If you want to display as a week, that is also possible. Refresh the page and you can see like this. Now like let's say in the screen, like if you want to exclude this day and the year, you want only visible week and month, that is also possible. So here there is a one more attribute which is scales. Here like we have to provide like week and month. So by default, like it will only see in 2 options, like week and the month, that's it. And yeah, like let's say by default you choose here day or year, and if you use cals as a week or month, and which this option is not available here, might be a chance it will throw the exception from Odoo side. So it's better you can use the default scale, or like you can remove this one. So by default it's a month, right? So let me upgrade the module, going to here and trying to refresh the page. Now you can see only 2 options is available, month and the week, that's it. So this is the Gantt view, how you can also add some manipulations, how you can extend your Gantt view like this way with lot of options here. So those are the options here. Now one more thing is, and this is very important, let's say if you hover here and you want to change this pop-up menu also, this pop-up screen, it is also possible using the templates. So for that, like let me go to here, let me create here template. And if you don't know about QWeb, don't worry, we will cover in our further sessions. And if you already know the QWeb, that is very good. So here like I will use one div tag. Inside the div tag I will use ul UI tag, sorry, li tag here. Like let's say I will use like the name, sorry, name is already provided, so date, start date, end date. Then after the stat I want to display and the total fees I want to display here. So for that, let me add here in the strong color. Stat and total fees, and here I will add one more tag t-esc, and here simple I will use start date, same as I will copy this one. Sorry, let me close like this, and that, then after the stat and simple I will use here total underscore fees. All the fields should be registered here, like total underscore fees stat, and the name field is available, right? So this is our tag, and here like we have to override the template which is like t-name, and here like we have to provide like Gantt pop over, and let me add here some class like pl-1 mb-0 list on styled style, like this, and that's it. And let me upgrade the module and trying to refresh the page. So you can see here this is the end date, stat is the progress, total fees is 6050. Now you can see the start date is not visible correctly, right? Sorry, I use here stat date instead of the start. So for that one, like it's a upgrade one more time and trying to refresh the page, and now you can see the start date, end date, stat, and the total fees is displayed like this. You can add more fields based on your requirement. So yes, so this is the Gantt view here. You can extend like this. Maybe I will forget some extra attributes or functionality to extend the Gantt view. Maybe if you know and you already done, you can comment below, and see you in next session. In case you have any doubt related this topic, please comment below, and see you in next session.